Hi everyone, Alexis here. Welcome to Wandering Art. So what I'm going to be doing today, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a piece of glass. These are the edges. The cups are the corners. And I've been wanting to try this for a while. So what I'm going to be doing is doing some alcohol inks on glass. I'm going to be using the rich gold as a highlight. You guys all probably know this is one of my favorite things to use. And then I really love the Jacquard Pinata inks, but I was out of blue, so I'm going to try this today. This is a package of inks that Tammy Anderson sent me from the gift box that I won from her. So we're going to try this today. And this is the Rainforest Green. And I don't want to use too many colors. I don't want to make it too crazy, so I'm just going to make it a green, blue, and gold. And I do have a little bit of white here. That reminds me, I need to go get a dropper for the white real quick. Then I do not have any solution blender or blender solution, whatever it's called. So I'm going to be using the alcohol, just 91% alcohol. And I got this little drop cup to use for it. I have a straw, and I also have my heat gun. I know I usually link it for you, and I'll put the info in there, but this is my heat gun. I got it for $20 off Amazon. I really like it. It only has 2 settings, high and low, and it did come with all kinds of cool attachments, but I'm not going to use an attachment today, and I am just going to be using the low setting, not the high setting. So I'm going to go grab my dropper and then we'll get started. So my plan was to use white in this piece, but the white, I don't know what it is for me, but my white is always chunky. I don't know if it's because I don't have a blender solution, but I ended up not using the white. So the piece was very translucent and I didn't like the way that it looked on the glass, and this piece was almost a complete fail for me. And I do this a lot. I don't show you guys a lot of my pieces, or I don't make videos out of a lot of them, just because I'm scared that it's a fail piece. So I was doing this one, and I really liked the way it looked as it was drying, and I was like, you know, I can't let this be a fail. It's not going to be a fail. So I created the elephant and decided to resin it, but initially this was just going to be an alcohol ink piece. So this is kind of my process in how I saved this piece because I wasn't really feeling it. And for my gold, I'm crazy with this rich gold. I always am. I'm just kind of like flinging it all over at the end here. It looks like little sunspots. And it almost looked like, when it dried, it almost kind of looked like I gold leafed it a little bit. I really liked how it turned out. So I'll have some close-ups of that at some point. But for right now, this is just the alcohol ink part. So I just used the green, the blue, and the gold. And here I am going crazy. And I'll kind of just talk to you guys like throughout it and let you know what I'm doing. So I know the lighting is really bad in here. I'm not going to show you guys the entire process of painting the elephant because it's a really basic elephant. I outlined it first with some chalk. I did it very, very lightly. And then I'm using some liquid gold paint. I will have this linked in the description below along with all of my materials, and I'll put it in steps so you know where I'm using it at. But that's all I did was I did the gold, and then I did use like a little bit of alcohol ink on a paintbrush to add some shading in some places. I'll have pictures of it out in the sunlight in just a second. It looks really pretty out in the sunlight. I was I was pretty happy with it. I don't know if you can really see the true colors on a lot of this video. You'll see it in many different lights. It was really hard. I think that the picture at the very beginning and the picture at the very end are some of the true colors. There is a little clip at the end of it inside after it's framed, and I think that that is the closest to the true color. And also, like here, it's just glass, where some points in the video I have a piece of white cardboard behind it. So when it's framed, there's white cardboard behind it. And right before I do the resin, when I'm taking pictures, there's also a piece of white cardboard under it as well. So you guys saw the few pictures right before this. So you can see how beautiful the colors are and how beautiful that gold turned out. I was really surprised. I've never done alcohol inks on glass, so this was a first for me, and I thought it was so pretty, and I thought the resin would enhance that, and it definitely did. And since I'm kind of doing this all like off the top of my head as I go along, I decided to put a little bit of the Stone Coat White. And if you've used the Stone Coat White, you know it has a little bit of silicone in it. Don't add silicone. It has it in it, so it sells up. So I decided to kind of spread that around, and I'm using freezer paper to spread it around. And I really wanted to spread it a lot. I didn't want like big chunks of white. I want you to be able to see through it. And then I'm just torching it so it sells up. I'm going to take a little close-up video of this while it's still wet so you guys can really see the detail and what I did with the white. I did it mostly around the edges and then like a little piece down his trunk. And I was kind of just winging it, and I love how it turned out. There is a video clip of it inside after it's framed and a video clip of it outside after it's framed as well. So you can check all those little clips out, and there's a few other pictures too. And thank you guys so much for all the support lately, and hello to all my new subscribers. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave me some comments of what you thought and comments about what other art projects you guys would love to see. So I have decided what I'm going to do for my 2K giveaway. I have this little wooden box and I'm going to resin the top of it, and I figured that would be really cool because as artists, who doesn't need storage? We all need storage. And then I have some pigment powders that I want to give away as well. I have a lot of powders that I get from sample packs or from winning giveaways or just random stuff that people have sent me or that I've gotten. So I have colors that I'm probably never going to use, but someone else may really love those colors. So those are going to be in the giveaway as well, along with the little box. And I think that I'm going to be doing it through my Facebook And I'm definitely going to be posting all the details soon, guys, to let you know what to do if you're interested in it. But this way you can kind of know what it's going to be, so you can decide whether that's something you would like to do. And I will have links to my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter, and all that down below in the description. So if you guys want to go and follow my pages or check me out, you can do that. And that is where my giveaway will be through. So check that out. And as always, thank you guys so much. I love hearing all your feedback, and I know you guys are really enjoying the glass embellishment pieces, and I am working on some more of those. I almost embellished this piece with glass, guys, but I was like, let's not take it too far, especially since I'm just winging it, you know. I always go too far, so I decided to just stop myself. But let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you all later.